right, man. We are live.
All right.
He got the stogie going there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I forgot to do? I had so much to do before this show started. I forgot to get the entry ready for the first hashtag giveaway.
Oops.
So let me do that right quick. And but all of these are going toward the next one. So I've got the first one typed in there. Let me copy that thing, and we'll go ahead and get this thing started because I need to end a little early tonight on these hashtags, so I'm going to rush them just a little bit here and there. But tonight's top 10 hashtag list. Yes, it is prize night, but these entries go toward the next quarterly drawing. Is the list versus top 10 greatest inventions of all time.
Hmm.
So the things that were most impactful on our lives that were invented. And there was reasons behind all these things. But the first one, number 10, which I would put probably higher on the list, but we'll get to the rest of them later, is modern plumbing.
Oh, there you go.
There, I think there, 50-yard dash to the outhouse. You don't have to do that in the pouring rain. There you go.
Definitely a plus.
So this is prize night.
Yes, sir.
And I updated the entries earlier. 5,735 entries on the wheel.
Wow.
I am going to present my screen and just give you a taste of what it looks like. And yes, I have branded it the best they would let me do, but that's what the wheel looks like. And there are 5,735 entries on that thing.
Dang. That is one of the most packed wheels I have ever seen.
That is there. Let me stop sharing now. So we'll get to that later. And but first, what are you sipping on tonight?
A little Russell's Reserve that
Yeah, 10-year. Yeah.
yeah, the old 10 year. Sipping on a little of that right now, and then I think I'm going to swap to some Powers.
Okay. So what I did tonight was I did a video. I don't know. It's been several weeks ago now. Um, I think I did it in January, early January. It was my top 3 bourbon finds of 2022.
Yep.
And I have all 3 of them out here. Now I'm not going to say I'm going to drink all of them, but I'm starting here with the Buzzard's Roost. Now this one is 114.5 proof. It is Buzzard's Roost, and it is barrel strength straight bourbon whiskey. But they have a proprietary. Um, uh, oh shoot! Not
bill?
the toasting.
Oh,
Toasted
okay.
barrels.
Barrel toast.
Yeah, I couldn't get char out of my head. No, they have they claim to have a proprietary toasting method,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what that is, but it comes across really well in this bourbon. It is MGP juice, so I know
Okay.
they whatever in squib now, but they'll be MGP
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
But
Ralston Squibb, but yeah, it's still going to be MGP.
and then I have Lincoln Pinch, which is the one I did the documentary film on early last year. And
Yeah.
then Holland's Ghost came out. That's the one
Ooh.
from Virginia where they finished in ardent stout barrels. But
Okay.
you can tell the bourbon was good going in. And if anyone's forgotten, this is the Lincoln Pinch, 4-year aged straight bourbon whiskey. And they do say Kentucky straight bourbon because they are barely in Kentucky, right there at Franklin. It's on that where that little dip is down in Kentucky or into Tennessee.
Yep.
But what are we giving away tonight, man? We are giving away a 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a bourbon bounty logoed snifter that looks eerily similar to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Without the bourbon already poured in it, and a virtual private tasting with me. That's the number 1 prize. Jimmy's random content down there has won
Twice.
twice. He has both nosing kits. So I have 2 separate nosing kits that I do. They're both 24 notes, but first time you win, you get the nosing kit A, and then nosing kit B, and after that, I'll start sending bottles and stuff. If you're multiple winner. But I'll find you some stuff that you can't get. Where unless you live here, then I'll try to find you something better. I don't know. But now that's what it is. The second prize though gets the glass and 2 ounces of anything you want. You can have 2 ounces of, you pick 2 1-ounce pours or 1 2-ounce pour. And then third prize just gets the glass.
I'll take 2 ounces of that Pappy, please.
I wish I still had a little Pappy. I don't
I don't really, I don't even care to try it really. It's one of
No,
those, you know, why would I even want to try when, you know, the only time I've ever seen it around in the wild is like 1,500 or more. You know, I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a bottle of
right.
anything.
So yeah, Groovy says as long as it isn't Blanton's. Yeah, we're making
Yeah.
fun of Blanton's right now. So there's a few of us. I'm not going to call everybody out, but there's some people behind the scenes, and I'm doing these little cartoon things for shorts. And yeah, we're kind of making fun of the overinflated ego of Blanton's, and so
Yeah.
we're doing little characters. But that'll be coming out pretty soon, and I'll promote them and push them out when they do.
I do have a bottle of Blanton's and not impressive.
No, you know, and I had it before, and then I have a little sample thing up there just to remind myself every once in a while how not impressive it is. I think Eagle Rare tastes a hell of a lot better than Bland's.
I agree.
And Eagle Rare is not like do a double backflip to get it bourbon. I mean, it's just
No,
regular old $40 bourbon.
it's a little harder to find around here.
Yeah, I mean, it can be, but every once in a while, like if I see it, or I'll go in, and at one point in time I had 7 bottles of it because they kept telling me, hey, I've got some Eagle Rare if you want to come get it. You got 24 hours, I'll hold a bottle for you. Well, I kind of felt obliged to go get it because I didn't want them to fall. I didn't want to fall out of grace with them. And I wanted to keep going in and getting it if they were going to tell me it was there. But after that, I was about ready to tell her, on the Eagle Rare, can we ease off that just a little bit? But then it stopped. The Eagle Rare stopped. And then so I get notified on a few other things now.
Some of that stuff is becoming more prevalent right now because of them swapping distributors.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, what's around. You know, everybody's like, oh, well, they're just flooding the market with a lot of that stuff, like, you know, the Blantons and Eagle Rare, and, you know, a lot of your other Weller products and stuff.
Yeah, Eagle Rare. Yeah, Groovy says can't find it for less than 95. For 95, I would buy other bourbons other than the Eagle Rare. But it's about, I think they've been inching up on the price on the MSRP because it used to be like 37 and now it's like 43 or 44.
Let me see what I can do, Groovy. I may be able to score you one for cheaper than that.
Yeah. If I can find it here, it's about $45 because the ABC stores don't charge more than MSRP.
There you go. I get it's more than MSRP around here. It's usually, you know, like $50, somewhere in that range, 50, maybe 60. But you know, I'm not going to pay more than that for it.
No, they do. They do. The ABC stores will charge a little more than MSRP, or a lot more, if they had to get it for a certain price. They have a certain markup on it because every once in a while they'll have some behind the glass stuff, and anything that's behind the glass. Because I asked them one time, I said, why the hell do you have that behind the glass? It's only $95. And they're like, yeah, but it's only, the MSRP on it is only $45, but it was so out of stock and that we had to pay more to get it. And so they just put it behind the glass to signify that we have to charge you more than MSRP on this because that's what it cost them to get it or something.
I got you.
So
that may kind of make sense, I guess, but you know, still, even then,
that's what one of the manager guys told me. So I went with that.
It seems like all the prices are going up on pretty much all the whiskeys nowadays. You know, even Irish and Scotch and everything else, it's all going up across the board.
Well, everything's going up. Grain's going up. The cost for them to get it.
Shipping.
All of it. Glass, bottles, everything. So, yeah, it is what it is. But it is $6.54 right now. Well, Eastern. So all times, if I spit out times, it's Eastern. So So we're over here. I'm over here East Coast in
It's not even
North
6 o'clock
Carolina.
here.
I'm in North Carolina. But yeah, you're central, and I know I know Chatio sometimes has a hard time getting up here because he's mountain.
Yep.
But I've seen
Early
people
for
jump
him.
up. Later on, we usually get a few more. Now the spin for tonight. I know everybody's anxious about the spin, but we got to give these hashtag things away first. But it will be after the put me in tonight after 8 o'clock Eastern. So if you do have to drop off for a little bit and come back, you'll miss some hashtags, but don't miss the actual giveaway. And I would suggest being here at 8 o'clock so you can get your free entries on the put me in. So, but we're going to go ahead and spin this one because I'm going to speed things up just a little bit.
This damn thing is going crazy on me here.
All right. Where's the? Oh, there it is.
Do a little readjusting.
All right. Good luck, everybody that entered the hashtag. It is Modern Plumbing that we are giving away 10 entries. 10 entries on this one. And we're landing on Lori. Now,
Lori B.
That's 10. I'm going to
Sheila
give
B.
Lori 10, and then I'm going to draw again. And if you don't know the story behind Lori is visually impaired. She cannot enter the hashtag. So Art by Sparkle, congratulations.
Oh, dang. Sorry, Big Daddy.
What happened?
He's buffering.
Uh-oh.
His Wi-Fi is going junk on him.
Oh, no. Well,
And Angie may not be here because she's got a live art stream scheduled at 8.
Well, she's here right now.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Yep.
Next hashtag.
Oh, I'll put another hashtag. Now, this one was named one of the greatest inventions because it connected people on a mass scale that weren't information-wise connected before. It was the printing press, so they could print.
Okay.
News media, things like that. They could print newspapers, help people stay informed.
Gotcha. I was thinking Pony Express, but
yeah, there were actually like 20 things on the list, and I just took the 10 down. Or it may have been 15 things or something like that. I can't remember what the other ones were, but these are what they consider the top 10 most impactful, greatest inventions.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing maybe electricity would be one of them.
A version of that, yes. And that's
internet or
that's
telephone.
Coming. The telephone didn't. I think it was above this list. But there's other things on here that made the telephone possible.
Like wire.
Yeah. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. But yeah, if y'all noticed, I did give everybody, all the members got their extra entries this afternoon when I that's part of all of this. So I go through and I look at active memberships and active for however many months. And the lowest tier membership, you get 10 per month per active month. So if you're a member through the whole quarter, you get 30. And then the second next tier, you get 20 per active month. So you get 60. And then there's a higher tier, but we won't go there because that's for serious stuff.
There you go, RB. Sliced bread.
Yep, 6 months. Yep. Oh, and I did see that today. Jimmy's going to get another glass because on the Bottled and Bond Club, every 6 months you get a glass.
Excellent.
Can't have too many.
You got to have at least 2 or 3 because you're going to break one. So if you got one, you won't even use it. You'll just keep it on the shelf because you're scared you're going to break the thing. But
and you don't
got 2
always,
or 3.
There you go. And you don't always want to drink alone.
Mm-mm.
So There's
No,
that.
whiskey's made for sharing. I got a, what am I drinking? That's a MC squared whiskey.
Yep.
Marty and Rob.
Mm.
I ordered a bunch off of Amazon, Jimmy. The men's shopping network.
Yeah. Oh Lord, almost everything. Well, not the wood on the wall back here, but a lot of stuff. You know, not the physicals, the shelves and brackets. I got all that from Lowe's and everything, but a lot of stuff, the lights, the cameras, the actions, all of that, I get off of Amazon. I just order it.
Oh yeah, it's nice. You know, just ship it right to your door.
Yep, I got some soundproofing stuff. I'm going to soundproof that door over here. The door leading into this room. They can't hear me out there, but all the sound funnels to that door, and I can hear them in here. And
Okay.
so I'm going to soundproof that door over there.
There you go. Hey, Sugar Kitty.
Meow. All right, we have 4 more minutes. I'm staying 5 minutes ahead of time on these spins because we got to have time for the big spin tonight, the actual giveaway show. Oh, and I grabbed a screenshot of the wheel. That's the actual screen, the logo I have up in the corner.
Up here?
Yeah. I actually did a screen grab of the wheel after I populated it.
Dang, Fulton.
Pizza King, 7 cavities. Oh man.
What, slack off on the sweets.
Mm. Yeah, the got to go in every 6 months and have them like
Yep.
get the sugar off. I'm not a big sugar guy. I don't do the. I mean, I'll eat some sweet stuff sometimes, but it's not my thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
You know, I'm occasional cookies and milk at night, but
Mm.
you know,
I'm
other
an
than that,
occasional. My wife gets these mini, tiny little ice cream sandwich things. They're.
Ooh, yeah, you go.
I think it's.
I like those.
Yeah, there's something I forget, but I can reach in and just get one tiny little, and they're small.
Like a square.
Well, they're round, but they're yeah. It's just the package. I mean, they're thick, but they're not very big around. About like it's a little bit bigger than $1 piece, but
that ain't enough. I'd have to have 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, well, one does me. I normally only want it after I've eaten some salty chips, though.
Yeah. Well, I usually like it in reverse. I like the sweet stuff
sweet
and
then
salty.
I'm doing both at the same time. It's like dipping your fries in the Frosty. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good there. It is.
Do you what?
If she upgrades, does she lose the month that she has now?
No. It's what it is. Well, now this is the second, so it would be the entire month. I mean, you would get credit for it, but the if you upgrade during a month from a lower tier to a higher tier, for that month, let's say it was next, like at the end of the month, you upgraded to the higher tier, you would get 10 entries for this month and then 20 and 20 for the other 2 months. So it's whatever the majority of the month is that the active membership was. That's how it goes.
Dang, Fulton. 14 now? They're doubling.
14. It was 7.
Ain't gonna have any teeth left in a couple of days.
Are they multiplying?
By 2, apparently.
Yeah.
He had 7 just a minute ago. Now he's got 14.
Well, I wish everybody good luck tonight, but we are just about to spin this. I'm staying 5 minutes ahead on these spins. So
okay,
let me go ahead and present this screen and we'll get her done. Oh, wrong one. See, I have both wheels up. I have to make sure I pick the right one. Good luck, everybody on Printing Press. Here we go. This is still for 10 entries. The first 5 of them are for 10. Chatty-O.
Way to go, Chatty-O.
All right. And it's spin 10,9,876 are worth 10 entries, and then it goes to 15, and then it goes to 20 for the number one. So that's the new rule I implemented for this quarter. All right. Now, this doesn't say which one, but I'm assuming it's all of them in succession from the Model T on up, but it's automobile.
Okay. Well, that would make sense.
Yep. I mean, it made everyone mobile. We can live further away from our jobs. We can, well, nowadays, most people work from home unless you're service industry or something.
Not quite, Lori. Kinda.
Oh, don't worry, Lori. You're in there. When I enter, you're entered. If it lands on me, you get it. And you've gotten a lot that way.
Yeah, there's been times where almost every time it lands on Bourbon Bounty.
She's gotten 60 or not 60, but like 40 or something one night. Or I think she actually got, yeah, I think she won like 4 times, but I think one time it landed on me on the number one. And she got 20 for that one. So I forget how much it was, but I was like, dang, she raked up that night.
Heck yeah.
But if it lands on me, I give it to her. I write her points down, but her entries, but then I spin again.
Dang, wind's picking up.
Man, I always get excited for this night. I've got all the nosing kits over there. Well, I say all of them because I've got Art by Sparkles over there. And if the history behind that is not fun. I've tried to send that multiple times, and they ripped the boxes, stole stuff, destroyed in mail, all of that. So I was putting the nosing kits together, but I'm building 2 of them at the same time. Kathy Bates upgraded, and I'm going to insure it this time for $100, and I'm taking the box in there unopened to UPS store.
Oh, I have them pack it.
Well, I'm going to pack it, but I'm going to here it is. This is what I'm insuring. It better make it. So whatever you got to put on this box to let these guys know in Arizona, this distribution center, not to freak with it, you need to do it, because otherwise you're going to give me $100.
There you go.
Because this is
insure for extra.
Well, I don't know what the thing is, but you can't. How do you put a value on something that's handmade?
There you go. That's what I'm saying. But $100 is easy, but I would call that because they lost 2 of them already. What the heck?
Yep.
How much did that cost?
Well, it was going to cost me for more insurance too. So
yeah, it's true.
So, I mean, I don't want to spend $50 insuring it for $300 if I'm not going to get the $300.
Yeah, true.
No, but I am going to make a statement with them this time on it and be like, this better make it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's be 3rd time's a charm. Hopefully.
Ooh, I hope so.
Jeez.
It kind of got me gun shy. Only time I've ever had a problem with it. Only time. And it was just going there. So I don't know what it is. And I sent her the tracking number. We were both tracking it. It gone.
Yeah.
So,
weird. Yeah, it's just odd. Luckily, I haven't lost anything. Well, I've had some stuff that was shipped to me from Amazon. It never showed up, or was delivered to somebody else. And they said it was delivered. I'm like, no, it wasn't.
Oh yeah,
You got to get through my gate to deliver it to me. Come on, I never seen it. Because now, they normally will send me a picture. They left it by the front door, or they left it in the garage, or something like that. They'll send me a picture. Your
Mm.
item was delivered. But lately they haven't been. They haven't been coming in the gate. They just been like chucking it through the gate, and there you
Mm.
go, close enough.
Now my parents ordered these that big pole thing, the limb lopper deal. It's got a saw thing on top, but it also has a cord you can pull
Oh
that
yeah, yeah,
pulls,
yeah,
yeah, like that.
yeah. Post saw.
Yeah, yeah. And so they and you can telescope it out and cut high limbs with it and
Hmm.
stuff. And it was called a limb lopper. That the
Hmm.
it was orange and all that. And they ordered it, and we were out on the hill in Texas, and the box came, and they would ship to my address. They lived on there, but they were in a trailer, and
Hmm.
so we would just have everything shipped to our address, and then we would give them their stuff and all that. And because they were on property, same property,
Yeah.
and so we the big box came in, and it was a long box, and I was like, oh, that's their limb things, So I bent down, and I picked up the box, and I almost hit myself in the face with it. Got inside, opened it up, and I was like, man, that's the lightest pole saw I've ever thing. And I opened it up, and there was packing paper in there and no saw,
Oh jeez.
and it was all taped up.
Dang.
And at the time, my son was going to college, or out in the summer, he would work for Amazon. He said that's impossible. You have to weigh, like it all gets weighed. There was, but he said I don't know how that made it out like that.
Hmm.
But it
Yeah.
was
But
obviously the
they
box was empty.
they shipped it to you.
Yeah, they delivered it, the box. But yeah, we just told them, hey, the box was empty when we got it, and they sent another
Yep.
one.
There you go. Well, at least they were kind enough to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
half the time they want to dispute. Oh no, we sure we packed it. Our packers are good. Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, they went back and found it. They know how to find all that stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spin this one. I'm gonna stay ahead of these things because we have to get all these spins out of the way before we get to the good stuff at the end. All right, make sure I pick the right one. There it is. Good luck, everybody, with the automobile. And we are going to land on Kathy Bates. That wheel loves Kathy Bates now.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Well, she got such a sexy voice.
That's right. All right. Let me set the next one up. And this is one of my dad's favorites because he likes growing stuff in the garden. Pesticides.
Pesticides. Hmm.
Yeah, we can keep them from chewing up our
Yeah.
food sources. And
Keep the cotton weevils at bay.
yeah,
So
your
we got
your
some
your your
clothes.
audio went flat.
Yeah.
Oh, there it came back.
Huh.
It all of a sudden went like this, and then all of a sudden it came back again. So,
Oh, that's weird.
oh well,
No telling.
yeah, connection somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Mm. I am
This
savoring this before I go to that other one.
this headset's been pretty good to me though. I like it. It's actually the second one I've had,
Mm.
but they're quite handy for what I do typically.
Oh
So
yeah,
the noise canceling aspect of it is awesome.
I know it's up there. You're all day long. Wow.
Yeah, bouncing around, weird noises, and
Yeah.
oh yeah. So
No, I
it's nice to
remember.
be able to, if somebody calls, I can actually hear it on this, Or but what I typically do is I'm usually playing music the whole time. Whenever I'm doing something, I've either got like a certain. There's a local radio station here that's awesome. They play their whatever they want to,
Mm.
and they have very few commercials. And then what commercials they do have is less than a minute.
Oh yeah.
So it's awesome. So I listen to that one, or I listen to stuff I have on my playlist, put it on random, and play on whatever.
Yeah, when I bought my car, they gave me a free 3 months of Sirius, the
Serious.
premium Sirius.
Mm-hmm.
And but I only listen to one station, and I don't care if they play a Sirius commercial every once in a while. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I'm going to downgrade it. But when they gave it to me, it was like, oh, you have 3 free months, and for $1 more or $2 or $1.99, you can get 3 more months on top of it at your premium thing. So I
Hmm.
went ahead and signed up for it, and that'll get me to your place and back before I have to
Oh, there
switch
you
it.
go.
And then I'm going to downgrade it or cancel it or something. I mean, I like having it, but I don't mind paying like $5 a month, but I'm not paying $30 and listen to one station. That's really all I freaking listen to.
Nah. No, if you got it's got Bluetooth, right?
My car does, yeah. I could do
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, you just hook it up to your phone, and if you got any music on your phone, or
Nah,
like that radio station I listen to here, I listen to it on my phone because they have an app.
yeah,
Like a lot of radio stations do nowadays.
yeah. The thing with the Sirius though, you get more. Yeah, with the phone on 5G on the highway, it probably wouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
Uh, and highway driving's most of what I normally do. But I mean, there's places here like Hanging Rock and stuff like that. I'm off the beaten path, and Sirius still works, and phone reception's questionable.
Yeah. Well, that's the one reason I like having music actually downloaded onto my phone. So
Mm,
if I do get into those spots, because if you drive around very much, you're going to get into some of those dead zones,
yeah.
where there ain't no Wi-Fi or no nothing, no signals. But it's nice to be able to just to keep playing whatever you're listening to.
Oh yeah. Mm. All right, I'm gonna pour. I think I'm gonna have a little Lincoln pinch.
Awesome, groovy.
All right. Yeah, I'll be. I'm getting starting to get excited about it, but we're so busy at work right now. I've got like 7 or 8 different projects going, from multi-factor authentication, DLP, HIPAA, um, and all of these remediation efforts we're doing with the servers and all that junk, and UAR, as user access reviews, and privileged account management and password reset. I probably just named 8. I don't know, but we they keep me knocked around at work, and then in the evenings I spend most of my time working on YouTube, not directly, but stuff for YouTube. Working in Adobe Premiere Pro, working on different things like that, setting up those shorts, getting them to schedule to go out, and all that type of stuff. So I don't have a lot of time to sit around, and I'm not like, when I'm on a stream and someone's like, "Oh, make some requests." Man, stuff will come to mind all day long for me to, like, oh, play this or play that.
Mm,
Play some Sweet Home Alabama, play some Leonard, or some more Leonard Skinner, or CCR or Eagles, and I can come up with all that stuff. But when it comes up to me creating my own playlist, I sit there and draw a blank, and I just don't do it. I want I
yeah.
want I want the station to come up with it for me.
Mm, yeah. The only problem with some of the stations is there's so many commercials on stations. You know,
Yeah,
you
some
get
of
one or two songs, and then 10 minutes of "Hey, buy this car." You know,
them.
uh, it's
Come
just so
on
gets
down to
so
Jake's
annoying.
Auto Emporium.
Exactly. We got the best deals around.
Yeah. Now around
No.
town, around close around here, the radio at local station or something's fine. But as soon as you start getting out of town, and then you have to scan and find another station.
Yeah, it's bad like that coming down through. Yeah, pretty much through Arkansas and the upper part of Texas. There ain't much going on up there. You might find a couple country stations, and then once you get into Texas, you got some Tejano,
Mm-hmm.
which is ooh, I ain't much on that myself. But to each their own.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody likes different stuff, so I'd rather hear a little blues and maybe some folk music or hard rock or
There
maybe
was a
some hard rock. Who knows?
yeah, there was a station in DFW area used to be called El Negro Gato or Gata,
The
the
Black
black
Cat,
cat. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
and but yeah, they played some heavier uh, Latin inspired stuff.
There's
I
a
don't even know if
cool
they're still around.
it's a cool rock section down by Groovy, 95.5 or something like that. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I can pick it up here occasionally.
Hmm.
Yep, same thing here, RB. It's already getting breezy here.
Ooh, 70 to 80 mile per hour winds. Let me check. It's 1 mile per hour wind here. Batten down the hatches. Well, I hope everybody can stick around for the drawing. I hope
Oh,
y'all don't get blown away. End up in Toto land with Dorothy.
oh, 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 Mama said it's stormy there too.
Hmm. Well, they're not far from RB.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the drive is probably 4.5 hours or something, but you're going more north and right over, like they're on the kind of the border of Arkansas, Oklahoma up there,
Oh, okay. You
close
know where
to it
that is.
anyway. Well, they're close to Fort Smith.
You know that thing I got for Big Daddy. I don't know. If I can find a box, I'm gonna get it out. Other than that, I may just hold on to it for when you get down here.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm kind of doing now with all this stuff. I'm coming down there or over there, and it's about 2 months now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know.
A little
If
less
I
than
could,
2 months.
I may have a box here sometime soon. What I've got right now is I don't have anything that's the right size.
Mm.
So, but I'll work on it.
We'll work on it. We'll see. Yeah. But
Hey
yeah,
there,
it's one
dude.
of those
Classic.
things where you showed me, and I won't say it out loud. What you got? It's really, really, really good. But it's one of those bottles that if someone else got him one too, and we gave him the same thing, he would have two. And it's not like, well, man, I got the same pair of shoes or something. No, it's nice to have two of them.
Oh yeah, you got one open and one for backup,
That's right.
which is always good for that. I have a couple of bottles that I have like that. Like well, heck, like the say Wild Turkey 101.
Hmm.
I got one regular 750 mil. And then I went and got the half gallon. So now what I do is I keep the half gallon in the pantry, and then when the 750 gets about halfway, I just pour it out of the half gallon and fill the 750 back up.
This one right here is my open bottle, but I have a full one sitting right back in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So I always try to keep these little backup bottles around. I keep them over there on that other shelf.
Yep. If you can, it's handy.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it. Shipping ain't that much, 10, $15, something like that. Ain't nothing.
Something. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and spin this next one, and I'm going to try to get even more ahead here on this stuff shortly. But we are on pesticides. Good luck, everybody. These are the top 10 greatest inventions according to listverse.com that had the biggest impact on stuff. So, Newfoundlander. Wow. Now, that is one I like to see. This wheel overlooks Newfoundlander Ingalls family so much. Get good start on the next quarter. All right, here we go.
Aloha, Anakalani, Ellen.
Aloha. All right, now we are on to the Steam engine.
Steam engine.
Yeah, trains.
Okay.
Well, not just trains, because they have, you know, even coal plants fire steam to make electricity and stuff. So.
Well, they also had, steam tractors too back
Oh
in the
yeah,
day.
absolutely. Have you ever driven one?
A steam tractor? No.
Yeah, they had one, and I forget where I was now, but they had a working, like rebuilt steam tractor.
I've seen them. That's a little scary.
Well, they said, you can drive it down and back, and they were charging people to either ride on it with the guy driving, or if you knew how to operate the tractor, they would let you go and come back. And I went about halfway to where they told me I could go, and I turned that sucker around and came back, and he said, man, you didn't go all the way down. And I said, no, I enjoy keeping my eye teeth. It about rattled them out.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, Dad had an old tractor. It was a 1943 M Firemall, and with a big wide front end on it. So that tractor was the startingest dang tractor. And it still had the spot in the front of the tractor where you could put like the old hand crank and crank it like this if you wanted to. But they changed it over to a 12-volt system from a 6, and that thing would go one revolution and fire up every time.
Dang.
Crazy every time. I mean, you didn't have to crank on it. It'd just be like one revolution of the engine, and that sucker would fire up and run.
Dang.
4 cylinders about like that. Great old tractor.
Those big bulldozers and stuff, the really big ones, they have pre-starters on them and all that junk where you have to start an engine to start the engine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the bulldozer I was driving today wasn't too awful bad. It was just a big old D6. But it was fun. It's neat what you can do with some of that different equipment. My typical thing was a welder, so now I'm more of an operator.
Yeah.
So it's different, but it's fun. I'm still learning stuff all the time.
I like playing around with welding.
Kitty.
We always had those arc welders, those stick welders.
Yeah.
And not the continuous feed or whatever that you need to do the light metal. We would just do steel, and we could weld a tongue of a boat or whatever. And I remember taking a piece of steel or a metal plate, 2 heavy metal plates, and I put them side by side. And I didn't realize, and I started welding down. And of course, I've got the helmet on, and I can't see well. And when I got finished with the bead, the metal was only about this wide, and it had drawn up like that.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I was like, well, live and learn. I mean, I was just playing, so it didn't matter.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like that. If you're welding something that's, if you want it to be like a 90, you have to open it up like this, and then let it go ahead and draw up. You have to plan ahead for that, basically.
Either that or
like you're saying,
clamp the hell out of it where it can't draw up. Yeah.
Yeah, but then some stuff's still going to mess around with you too. Like stainless is like that.
And it'll warp under the clamp, right?
Oh yeah, it can. That's why you have to use like a fairly thick aluminum to help dissipate the heat quickly as possible, and then just weld like small pieces.
Yep.
A little bit here, then weld a little over there, and a little bit over here, and a little bit over there, and keep cooling it down. That keeps the internal stresses at bay.
Right.
That stuff was fun,
Learn something new on here all the time, man.
Yeah, I got a sink and a countertop that I made for President Bush. It's in his house in Crawford, Texas.
Now, if I had a tube and I wanted to weld a tube to a plate, and I just tack it and all the way, just tack weld it in 4 spots, then go back and just lay the beads all the way around. That's not going to really pull, is it?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit, but it would pull back the other way, I guess, if I were.
the trick to that is add as many extra tags as you can, and
Mhm.
then do it all in one pass if you
Right.
can.
Yeah.
That
Right.
way, stresses out. It's going to go stress, 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 and then come back. You know.
Yep. All right. Well, my alarm went off. I know it hadn't been that long. I see. I'm going to give it just a little bit longer. I still see steam engines coming in.
Yep.
So hurry, hurry, hurry! Get them in there because I'm going to try to get these out of the way.
Oh, I
We're
just got the
speeding up.
notification.
And if you
Angie's
missed this
going
one,
live
don't
in
worry. There'll
30
be
minutes.
one right behind it. I see Jimmy got that in there. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, we're getting through with these so we can do a good put me in at the top of the hour and have plenty of time for the number one spin of the night and then move right into oh yeah, having to batten down the hatches. Yeah, but well,
There you
and
go.
if you miss a hashtag, well, we normally have one coming on its heels. So
Mhm. Yep. Don't forget to get your trash cans up
all right, good
so they
luck,
don't blow down the
everybody.
road.
This is the last one that's worth 10. The next four are going to be worth 15 entries. Art by Sparkle, that's win number 2. And this is
Yep.
where I will let everybody know that if someone wins twice, that's fine, and they can actually win more than that. But if it lands on them again, I will plus their entry on another one, but I will spin again so as to allow other people to get their names drawn.
Holy bourbon.
But those two wins, if she doesn't win whoever wins number one will tie her.
Yep.
Hashtag computers is the next one. It's the one
All
worth
right.
15.
Computers. I would
And
think.
this is going to be an ongoing thing. I'm going to go, the first 5 are worth 10, then the next 4 are worth 15, and the last one's worth 20. So we're going to do incrementally larger through the night. And that'll be our standard from here for this next quarter. I just don't like
Okay.
changing things in the middle of a quarter. So I waited because all these entries are going to the next one. So I did also update all of my rules and stuff on my community tab where I post each week to let everybody know how many entries they have. I
Mhm.
went down through there and updated the rules to reflect what we're actually doing now. So if you ever had any
Okay. Good.
questions about it, you can always go check that. And I update it every single week. So there's always a community post in there. Uh, and whatever the latest one is, we'll give you the latest and greatest rules and all of that. So
I would think that internet would have been more than computers, but I guess
well,
it's after computers. You got to have a computer so you can have internet.
yeah,
So you know.
and yeah, computers though, even before like Al Gore did not invent the internet. Just so let's get that out of the way right quick. But I know he likes to claim that, but the guys at Berkeley and all that were working on those computers and they came up with the first link to link type stuff. No one really truly invented the internet. Like it
Mm.
wasn't like invented it at once. It was,
Hmm.
hey, we need to talk from router to router. Well,
Mm.
now, but I'd also like to talk to this guy over here. And then public routing became a thing,
Mm.
switch routing and all that. And then people like, what's your IP address? Well, that's not going to work. So then they came up with DNS, which is dynamic naming servers,
Hmm.
which translates like like 156.98.32.144 to www.whatever.com.
Ah, okay.
And so you can just put
Yes.
in Amazon and it goes, yep, here it is.
Yep. Yes, Lori. The hashtag is coming up. She got it in this time.
All
Hashtag
right,
computers.
awesome. That gives her an actual extra chance. Hmm. But yeah, it's coming up on the times. It's coming up on the time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do 4 more. 34,
Dang.
40. Yeah, I can get 4 more in to the 8 o'clock hour. So yeah, we'll just have to let it go a couple of minutes here, a couple more minutes, and then we'll spin. Oh, Art by Sparkle. Here we go. All right, she made me write the word down.
Oh, you're awesome, Sparkle. I had to mute for a second. Apparently, the airport is just sending everybody out right now. Plane after plane flying off, and now I'm hearing sirens.
Well, I heard the siren just a little bit, but the one thing StreamYard does good is tries to isolate on your voice.
Oh,
And so we will hear a little something, but as soon as you say anything, it goes away in the
okay.
background.
Yep. They must be on the road over there next to me. Kind of where my gate is. Probably fire department. Somebody must have been a wreck or something. Probably.
I'd forgotten.
What are you drinking now?
That Lincoln Pinch, man, I'd forgotten how good
Oh.
that stuff is. I drink it slowly, very slowly, and few and far between, because they only sell it or in Franklin, Kentucky, and all that down through Nashville.
Oh, okay.
But I'm about to drive through there, so I'm going to pick up some more of it as I go through Nashville. And I am planning eventually going back out and visiting the guys at Dueling Grounds and the farm and all that to have a reunion type thing one of these days. But and maybe do some not shooting another documentary film there, but just get
like
some
an update.
footage. Yeah, like an update on where they are.
There you go. That sounds cool. Like, what's happening now? What are y'all currently working on? Like a little updated version of that. That'd be cool.
And I have all of that saved in Adobe Premiere Pro, so I could do like a come out with the same documentary film, but do an extended cut and then put like some extra bonus video in there toward the end as an update.
Yes, Helen, constantly around here. I can see the airport from where I'm at right now. So, yeah, depending on which way the wind's blowing, they either coming in away from me, or they're landing over the house basically, or they're taking off coming over the house, depending on which way the winds are blowing.
All right. Well, let me share this out so I can make sure I get all these in before we get to the top of the hour.
Alan Keller 420. Hey there.
Good luck, everybody, with the computers. I know it's going quick tonight, but that's prize night. And we are going to land on Chadio. Now, it's Chadio's second. So, again, if it lands on Chadio or Art by Sparkle again, they will get the entries, but I will also spin again. All right. And I'm still not jipping people out of their confetti. I'm letting that die down before Now, this one, some people, it's not just radios. It's not just radios. If without these, we wouldn't have much of anything. So it's transistors.
Okay. Yep. Solid state.
Yep.
Yeah, it's in everything pretty much.
Yep. Well, that and limiters and different, components of a motherboard. Well, you wouldn't have TV. You wouldn't have any of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, they wouldn't have computers.
Look at the back of my my old radio that I got from my grandfather. It's got tubes. Big old glowing tubes in there.
But yeah, they came out with transistor radio, and that's what most people think of when they hear transistors. But Newfoundlander, you have 2 T's in transistors.
Yep.
Well, 3 actually, but two in a row. There, it's So that one's not going to work. Now, these are worth 15. Again, this is worth 15 entries to the wheel. And we will get this out of the way, and then we're going to do the everybody gets a trophy, and then we will. I'm going to have writer's cramp at the end of this. Let's see here. I need this one. Oops. Here, 2, 3. Yep, got it. I love an analog watch because I can go, okay, spin this one, spin. Yes. Yeah. I can visualize the chunks of time.
Yep. I have to have my watches digital, and it has what day it is and then the month and day.
Well, and I have mine tells me the day of the month, which I just have to remember it's March. So
yeah.
But it gives me it's 02. And then this is a smartwatch. It goes with the phone. So the second hand is exact seconds of the phone and everything. So.
Oh, that's nice. It's all tied in together.
But I just like the analog. That's what I grew up wearing was analog dial watch. And so that's what I'm used to. And I like it. But on the phone, I look at it and it's 7:41. I look on my watch, it's 7:41. But
we just pick it up around here.
Oh,
I gotta open it more than that.
The only thing about this particular analog watch is I don't know why they put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 10 little lines in between every 5 minutes. They should just put the 4 ticks in there.
Yeah.
And that way I can better tell which minute it is. Is it 41 or 42?
Yeah. Well, that would be normal, one big hashback, and then 4 little ticks, and then another big one, and then 4 little ticks. Kind of weird.
The little ticks don't make any sense because it's 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and that's every 5 minutes. It's showing me the around the 12. Just give me the little ticks. Anyway, I can eyeball it. It works most of the time.
Yeah, get you close enough.
Yeah, close enough. All right, let's see here. 40. Yep. All right, we're going to let this go just a few more minutes here, and then we will spin. And then I'll do one I'll spin this one in about 2 minutes, and then we'll do like a 7 or 8 minute, and then we'll do run right before the 8, and then we'll have one left.
All right.
And then we can do the big one.
And we'll do the giveaways.
3 spins. And if you haven't seen it, I will go ahead and show it to you. It is Thursday giveaway. Here we go. That's what it looks like.
Exactly, Sugar Kitty.
And if you would like to join AARP and get Consumer Cellular, there you go as an ad over there for it.
Not unless they give me free cheaters.
Yeah.
I need some more free cheaters.
Yeah.
Like Sugar Kitty said.
Mm-hmm.
They said that back in the day, once you hit 40, your eyes go to crap. And I'm like, oh, y'all are full of it. I got better than 20/20 vision. I ain't worried about it at all. I hit about 43.
Yep.
And then I went into work, I was working as a welder, tried to read my tape measure. I'm like, what the heck? My eyes are twitching, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? This is horrible. I can't even read my tape measure and stuff. What the heck's going on? I went and checked it, and I needed to get some cheaters.
Well, and I play. I do crossword.
I do too.
On my phone.
Yep.
Right, and some of the grids are. I do the super extra hard crosswords. And they have a lot, but they still have to fit on the screen, so it shrinks everything down to fit it.
Yeah. And
you can take your fingers and open it up, but I don't know. Yeah. But it's getting to where I'm having a hard time reading it, but I only go in to get my eyes checked about once every 2 years.
Oh,
So I'm on that 2-year mark. I need to go in and get it done.
yep.
I
They're
know
probably
they're going to
gonna
have to strengthen the.
do a little tweaking to your prescription.
Yep, yep. But the distance, I don't think that's going to change. But it's
No,
the bifocal part.
yeah, it's the up close stuff. That's the only thing that I've noticed. I mean, my far vision is still, you know, it's at least 20/20, if not a little bit better. Still,
Yep.
far away, I can see just fine.
All right. Well,
Can't
we
see
are going
anything in close.
to.
I'm gonna close my garage door. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we're going to present this screen and we are going to spin this wheel. Giveaway tool. Bam. Good luck, everybody, with the transistors. This is for 15 entries to the quarterly drawing. And we are going to land on Angie's Fluid Art. Bam. Let the confetti die down and stop sharing and set this next one up.
There we go.
All right. Angie's Fluid Art won that last one.
Nice.
Without this, everything would be heavy. That's your clue.
Heavy.
It's plastic.
Oh.
Plastic makes the world go round.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is number 3 on the list. We're working down to number 1. So.
Yeah, Jimmy, 41 ain't bad. I made it to 43, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm only going to put half of the next one down, but because I don't want people to have a hard time putting it in. So it was more to it than just the one word on the number 1, but I'm just going to put the one word in.
Okay.
Man, that Lincoln pinch is good.
Dude, classic. It's Memorex. Is it real or is it Memorex?
Yeah, man. Think about everything made out of plastic. Look, camera bodies, cell phone parts,
everything nowadays.
I mean, it was so heavy. It used to be so heavy trying to carry around. Now we would still have aluminum, but glass bottles go into plastic bottles makes so much lighter. On the sodas and stuff.
Oh yeah. And you can drop your plastic soda bottle and not break all over the place.
Well, sometimes. Oh yeah, there you go. Powers Irish.
Good old Irish.
I have busted a 2-liter before.
Yeah.
We were
Look
out.
Now
we were at a pavilion. I forget exactly where it was, but you know how they build the concrete slab up and then they have the multiple picnic tables under the roof. Yep. And I was carrying the box with a bunch of stuff and there was a 2-liter sitting kind of up on top, but it was kind of wedged in the corner. And I'm trying to see where the edge of the concrete is. And I saw it, but I thought it was only like this high. And where I was trying to step up was more like that high. So I kicked it and then I stumbled with it and the 2-liter came out, hit the edge of the concrete, right on the edge of that pavilion concrete. And when it did, it rolled over away from me. And I thought, well, I'll get that in a minute. But it had punctured it just enough. And of course it started spewing, and then it started just spinning and spraying everything, and I was like, It was like this 4-second delay, and then it went. It was like a carbonated sugar sprinkler.
There you go, Jimmy. In plastic whiskey bottles, the handle are nice, and they're cheaper too usually.
That one is.
If you talk about good old McCormick's.
Yeah, that was super cheap. It's super cheap.
I don't reckon I've ever tried that one yet.
I'm gonna have to try it. I have not tried it. I have heard a lot about
Jimmy's Aren't you going to stop by Jimmy's on the way toward this
Well,
way?
I'm going to see Jimmy a few times.
Okay. Maybe you
He
can con
does.
him into giving you a small sample of that for me.
Oh, I'm sure he would. I think he offered it to me last time I was there, and I said, "No, I'm good."
The plastic bottle's the most expensive part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy. Next time I'm there, I'll take one. Uh, and I'm not gonna sip on it and try to enjoy it. I just want one little pour of it, and then I'll chase it with beer. How about that?
I don't know. It might be pretty good as a mixed drink, like with a Coke or Mountain Dew or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, but I want to taste. I want to see what it tastes like.
I do too.
Mm.
I bet it's not quite as tasty as this Irish is.
I
It's like a
want to know what
fudge
it tastes like, but not enough to embarrass myself buying a bottle of it. Yeah, I could just see me going in there. Hey, Bounty, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna pick up a bottle of this. Right. Oh, wow, man. Where you gonna put that on the scale?
Ooh, we had to lower the scale for that one.
I don't know. It can't be too much worse, and it's probably actually better than the what do you call it? The Trader Joe's. Now, there's two different Trader Joe's ones they came out with, and one of them's a little. And now use the term loosely, better, but one of them tastes like it has liquid smoke and Bacos in it.
Oh,
It
dang.
is not good at all.
Yeah, that don't sound quite tasty.
No, but we are going to present this screen and do this plastic here so that we can get this last one in. Good luck, everybody, on the plastic.
All right.
But I mean, I don't consider Lori. All right.
All right. There you go, Lori.
All right. We will. I know
She's got
she
that
can see it.
hashtag working for her now.
Yes, sir. All right. Now we're going to set up here on number 2. This is still worth 15. And this is what I was saying earlier about it being a form of electricity. It wasn't just electricity. It was the fact that we were able to harness it and utilize it and keep it under control. Harnessed electricity.
Okay. So like, power lines and stuff.
Mhm.
And spread it around.
Transformers, limiters, reducers going down to the house, breakers, all that type of stuff.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. I mean,
Because
it definitely was a plus.
oh yeah. Holland's Ghost.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
electricity, indoor plumbing, huge pluses.
oh yeah.
One that they
I'm not
don't
gonna pour that
notice,
much on this one.
one that they don't say much about, but if you get out in, I call it like say third world countries and stuff like that, a nice hot shower is, dang, that's dark.
That is dark,
Wow,
baby. That's
that
why
is
I saved
super
it for
dark.
last.
I mean, look, compared to that Irish,
Mhm.
jeez,
That is
wow.
a straight
How old is
bourbon.
that? Straight bourbon was at least 4.
Yep, this is
No,
it's about 4 years
straight.
old, and then it's aged. It's finished in ardent stout barrels. So
Ah,
that's
that's where the
what gives
color
it
comes
its
from.
dark color. It's that
Yeah.
stout beer, but
Yep.
they sell the barrels to the brewery, and they do an ardent stout, a bourbon finished stout,
Mm.
or bourbon barrel aged stout. Then they get the barrels back from them, and that's where this came from.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
Oh my lord! Little like what did he say on um the Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights. Oh, little 8 pound, 9 ounce baby Jesus, this is good. Or 7 pound,
Yeah,
whatever.
7 pound 9 ounces. Now it's not. You don't get that kind of hoppy note out of it, do you?
No, no, this
Okay,
tastes like, oh, it's
like
so hard to
coffee
explain.
and
Oh, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring some. You'll
okay,
try it.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's a, whoo, it's so good. There's a fig note in there, but there's molasses note in there, a little cocoa nib type note in there.
Mm,
There's just
yep.
an explosion going on in this thing, and you can tell the
Wow.
bourbon was good when they put it in there.
Yep. Yeah, but all that sounds like it's coming from the stout. Your cocoa
A
nibs
lot of
and
that, but there's that vanilla caramel
yeah.
notes in there washing through, taming it down. This is just
Wow.
fantastic. It is well balanced. It is and it was genius what they did.
Mm.
And of course, I talked to one of the guys at Reservoir, and they're like, "Yeah, we had to check it," and they only went about 9 months in this barrel.
Yep.
He said, other than that, it was going to go too long, so they
Yep.
pulled it.
Heck yeah, that sounds tasty.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah. I bet Jimmy and
Ooh.
Groovy would have liked that one.
Oh, and that's why I saved it for last. I mean, the other ones are true bourbons, and
Hmm.
you're getting really good. Like one has the toasted notes in it. Lincoln Pinch has just that crisp, notey, good for your bourbon. And then this
Hmm.
one is the dessert. It's got
Yep.
it's some good stuff.
Excellent.
Well, about 2 more minutes now. We're going to
Oh
spin this harnessed electricity for 15 entries to the wheel. And then we're
boy.
going to do the put me in. Then we're going to do the number one entry. Then we're going to have time to go do the big stuff.
Oh, Art Sparkle just took her last sip of Ghost.
Oh, yeah. I sent her 6 ounces of that.
Well, that's a pretty dang good sample right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that didn't get messed up. That made it. That was the one thing that made it.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, that stuff is fantastic. Well, that's what knocked this bottle down a lot, and that's why I bought that other backup bottle because 6 ounces is about like maybe that much or whatever
Yep.
out of the bottle.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
that's a pretty good little slug out of there.
Oh yeah.
Now, I will say I'm going to do not tonight, but I'm going to do another 30 bourbon sampler at some point to give away. But those I can't give away for free. That's too much. Those require supers and stuff. But I don't. But that's why I don't do them very often because I don't like doing the supers. Like as a, I mean, I appreciate every one of them I get. Trust me, it helps the channel. But I don't like this channel being just all about, hey, give me money. And so I try to shy away from that stuff. And
Well, have you thought about doing any kind of, like say, do PayPal or Venmo or something like that besides Super Chat, but then, give away a bottle, just like a raffle off a bottle sort of
yeah, I
thing.
could. I mean, but like again, I don't like doing, and those are few and far between, and it has nothing to do with the free hashtag entries and all of that you get anyway. So,
Yep.
um, but yeah, you get 5 entries for every $1 on supers, but that's, uh, it's a good boost here and there, but it's not required.
Mm. Well,
I
heck, I
don't know.
mean,
It just rubs
some
me the
stuff
wrong
is
way.
it would be
Oh,
neat just to, give away a bottle here and there occasionally,
right.
because I would donate like say like a Still Austin, cask strength or a Still Austin rye or something like that people can't normally get.
Boy,
You know,
Cindy got that in there just in time. Here we go on the harnessed electricity. Good luck, everybody. Jimmy's random
Jimmy,
content. Jimmy.
way to go, Jimmy.
All right, we'll let that die down. Stop sharing. And now I'm gonna set the next one up, but I'm not gonna post it just yet. But I like having it ready to go. Yes, I understand. There. My phone. I keep an alarm just so I'm honest about everything. All right, I've got the next one ready. I'm gonna copy it here, but I'm not gonna post it yet. We are going to go.
Put me in.
Yes, sir. This is the
Put me
point where
in.
Mark's going to do most of the talking, and I'm going to start writing stuff down.
Put me in.
There's Newfoundlander.
There we go. I'm in there. I don't know. Every time I hear Jimmy though, my mind automatically reverts back to South Park, and I want to say
I
Timmy.
know.
Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy.
All right. Well, Jimmy's in there. Jeff Sly's in there. Chatty
Mhm.
O. Art Sparkle. Kathy Bates is in there. Kitty 303. Heartside. Newfoundland Engler family. Angie's Fluid Art's in there. Oh, she's supposed to be on live right now, I think. Doing some art. But I'm not for sure. And there's Mayberry, 316. Steam Fire Nice, Cindy's in there. And there's Sugar Kitty, sneaking in there too. Lori said, put me in. She will be.
Yeah, I've got my shorthand abbreviations on this stuff, but
Groovy's in. She said, put him all the way in.
I knew this was going to be a hard one.
So, hey, y'all people in chat, what are y'all sipping on tonight? Anything decent? Are you drinking a whiskey? Are you drinking a cold beer? What you sipping on? Let me know. RB said put him in.
That's right. All right, I think I may be caught up. I'm trying to go down the list here.
I believe you. I read off who all was in.
Well, I don't go by what you're saying. I'm going by what in order of what I'm seeing in the.
Oh well.
And then I just make sure I go back over here and check and make sure no Facebook thing came in.
Oh yeah, I don't see any of the Facebook.
No.
Oh, there you go, Jeff.
I'm seeing them. I'm watching the YouTube chat because they come in before. I don't want the delay, for it to come over to the other.
Gotcha.
But I'm not seeing any more coming in right now, so I'm going to read these off. If I do not call your name, I did not write you down. I apologize, but just put it in one more time, and we will get you on the list. Right now, I have and I didn't see Big Daddy H or on there, so they may have lost internet there. But we have Newfoundlander, Ingalls family, Mr. Great Shot, Chatty O, Jeff Sly, Jimmy's Random Content, Art by Sparkle. Let me go ahead and put the LE on the end because I put Art by Spark on there. Kathy Bates, Kitty 303, Heart Sight, Angie's Fluid Art, Mayberry U 316, Steam Fire and Ice, Sugar Kitty, Lori, Groovy, Lava Squirrel Medic, and RB. If I did not call your name, I missed it.
You got it.
That was it.
So Chatty O's drinking a cold beer, a Vienna lager. Jeff Sly's drinking some of that Old Forester 1920.
Oh, Hanakalani.
Good stuff right there, Jeff. That's one you should always have on the bar, along with 101 turkey, or any kind of turkey product. You got to have some sort of turkey product.
Oh, Tater Dom. There we go.
Tater Dom's in there.
That's why I like calling these things out. Let's get them all.
Helen pulled over so she could type it in there.
Oh, wow. Okay, put me in.
Ice vanilla latte with soy. Yeah. All right then. I like coffee.
Okay. There you go.
I love me some coffee. Give me a double latte or something. I'm good with that. Yeah, 101 turkey. That's good stuff right there. That's a good cheap one to have around constantly because you can put it with ice. You can mix it. You can have it straight. You can mix it with one of my favorites was Wild Turkey 101 and 7 Up. That's a good summer drink right there.
All right. We've had a lot of put me ins tonight.
He got you, Helen.
Yep, I got it. I sure did. Maker's Mark, Fruit
Maker's
Cup.
Mark.
Now, I will say
Alec
this
Bradley,
for
Royal
guys
Oak.
that don't want to join the entry and all that junk. I've done it before on other channels where I gifted, like win something on one channel and like re-gifted on my channel and things like that. Totally cool with that if y'all want to do that. And I've done that with Bad Axe Bourbon, Independent Joe, stuff like that. We've like, hey, I won, but just hang on to it. We'll spin for it on my show, and then
Yeah,
we'll
that's cool.
let you know who to give it to. So don't be
Nice.
afraid just because you got a big collection or something. I mean, it's like,
Oh, I don't have a big collection. I don't collect bourbon. I drink them.
yeah,
I have
I
a few
do
that
some of
I'll
that.
set back a little bit and maybe not sip on as much as others. That's why you get stuff like Wild Turkey. So you don't, some of the other ones that are more expensive, you can keep it back and be able to
Yep.
share those with other people. You know. Now, Hanakalani, you didn't ruin it.
Hey, it's whatever you like.
Exactly. How you like to drink it, it ain't no make no difference. I mean, you could have put whatever you wanted to in that. As long as it tastes good to you, it tastes good to you, and that's all that matters.
All right. Well, I tell you what, Jimmy, if you win, we'll get you the second place prize plus the current glass I owe you for the membership, and I'll make it up for you when I come out there. How about that?
He'll bring you something special.
I'll bring you something really super special. I mean, you already have a hat, you have several glasses, you have 2 nosing kits. I mean, my goodness, man, Jimmy's lucky.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
Jimmy got a hat because if you appear live in studio, which that night his house was a studio, you get a Bourbon Bounty hat. Mark is about to get one because he's been co-host all this time, and his hat is right over there on that shelf. You can't see it, but I'm going to bring it with me when I come, and he's going to get one.
Very
So
nice.
there that is. All right, we are at 8:07. I don't see any more put me ins coming in, so I'm going to do the stop. Put me
There you
in.
go. Nip it in the bud.
And then I'm going to post the last #1 hashtag is
For 20?
antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
Now
There
it
you go.
said the whole thing was immunizations and antibiotics, but I just put the antibiotics down
Yeah.
because
Well,
that's just a
yeah,
big
I can see
long.
both though,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like,
polio
they've come up with,
vaccine and all
yeah,
that type of stuff.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Polio and, you know, all kinds of other ones that they've come up with now.
Yeah. So
Well,
this
years
is
ago.
#1, and this helped extend life expectancy and all that. So
For
that
sure.
it kind of living longer kind of impacts your life.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But it's the latter part of it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there was people dying at 24 years old back at certain times.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like from like say tuberculosis and things like that,
Well, hell, just
and
dysentery and things like that. I mean,
dysentery, and
it
well, shoot, there was even more other things back then that was killing everybody.
yeah.
Syphilis. Shoot, ain't no telling. What you want? Puppy dogs?
Well, and nowadays
Oh, the people.
we've kind of learned too what to avoid.
Yeah, yeah, for
You know,
sure.
what people
Yeah.
back then didn't know that. Well, and I don't know how prevalent salmonella was. I mean, there's some things we did to ourselves. Yeah.
And paper cuts will kill you.
Because I don't know, like raw chicken back in a certain time before antibiotics and pumping them full of stuff and putting them all crowded together and all that. I don't know how prevalent it
Yeah.
was, but some things I'm not saying we created salmonella in chicken, but I do know that the E. coli was linked to all the things that we're doing to feed cattle with byproducts,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
they
that and
fill them
chicken
full
too.
of, yeah. So anyway, it's not the antibiotics are creating it. It's they have to pump them full of antibiotics to keep them from getting sick and dying off because they crowd them all together and feed them byproducts of things instead of
Yeah.
natural stuff. And yeah, it's a big cycle. But there's
Yeah.
billion people in the world. We got to feed them all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of bad. They don't get their normal, like, I get fresh eggs from my buddy because
Mm.
he my mom raised chickens for years, and then of course I get eggs from her, but then she moved to closer to the city, so she gave all her chickens to my best friend. Now he's got them out in the country, and I still get eggs from him.
Awesome.
So yeah, those eggs are awesome. They're so tasty, and dark yellow yolks and everything
Oh
else.
yeah, loved them. Yeah, we had chickens when we lived in Texas. We had like 10 or 12 of them or something, and each one of them lay an egg a day. And
Oh yeah,
we had one chicken that would lay a double yolk every single time.
yeah. He's
Every
got
single.
two that do that right now. Big old torpedo eggs.
Yeah, and it's got two yolks in it. Oh, I love those
Yep.
eggs.
Oh
And
yeah,
but
more yolk the better.
we never knew which one. Well, if it were bigger, because it was typically a bigger egg,
Hmm.
slightly bigger, and like you said, more a torpedo type egg.
Yep.
Because when the chickens lay an egg, they're soft, and then they harden once the air gets on them and everything. So if they're first fresh laid, if you don't get your hand pecked off, you can reach in there and wiggle the egg. But
Yep.
they're kind of protective of it.
Oh man, it's one thing I remember from my going to my great grandmother's house. I used to remember as a little kid, we'd go over there to her place, and she always had gobs of different chickens. I mean, she had everything from your normal, Rhode Island Reds to little bitty old Banny hens. They're like this big. They're just little
Hmm.
bitty things. So you go out there in the hen house, and me and my brother would do that. We go out there and gather up all the eggs, and you get, big eggs, and you get little bitty eggs, and you get blue eggs, and you get green eggs, and
Hmm.
it's like Easter. Every time you going over there, it's all
Yeah,
kinds of different colored eggs you were getting.
ours were like it ranged from pale yellow to brown. That's usually what these chickens laid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would and fresh eggs. You can just put them in a bowl on the counter and they last for
Oh yeah. A
months.
couple of months.
Yeah, and we
And
would
that's
just
what
use
she
it.
used to do. We
Mhm.
would bring them in, and she had like a wooden bowl that was kind of long and kind of rectangular sort of shape, and you put them in on the left side of the wooden bowl,
Mhm.
and then she would gather them from the right. So when she'd make you an egg sandwich, because that's what she
Mhm.
would make us. It's an egg sandwich, and she would gather eggs from the right side of the bowl, and then the eggs from the left would kind of cycle
Move
through.
over, and then you
Yeah,
push those
everything
over and
kind of
put new
moved on
eggs
over.
in. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, we
because
gave them. Yeah, we gave a
you
lot of
don't
eggs
wash them
away.
or nothing. So
No, no, we gave a lot of eggs away. I would tell people, "Hey, bring me an empty egg carton, and I'll get you some eggs."
there you
Because
go. Yeah, exactly.
we had this huge ceramic bowl, and it would just pile up with eggs. And I would come in, and I would put 12, and it wouldn't even make a dent. And then I would get 5 or 6 of those dozen things full, and
Yep.
I would take it to work and give it to people, and stuff like that. So, but
Yep.
I made them give me the carton
Yep.
so that because I wasn't going to supply that, but
Yep.
yeah, I'd bring them
But
fresh eggs. All right, let
that
me
was hard to get rid
share
of
this out.
then. It was hard to get rid of then. Nowadays, with the egg prices going through the roof, oh my God, you can't hardly, hey, you got any eggs? It's
Good luck,
like
everybody.
crack.
This one is for 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. Jeff
Jeff,
Sly.
way to come in there the last. Get them 20.
All right, we got that one out of the way. Now, drum roll, please.
All righty.
All right, we are about to spin. This is it. This is what we're here for. We're here to give away stuff on a quarterly drawing. We have 5,735 entries on the wheel. There's some
Hey,
people
Lone
with
Stars
several
Lounge.
hundred. So here we go. Here it is. I'm going to shuffle, 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 and then I'm going to spin. That's going to be this first one is for the number one. So
All right.
here's my
All right,
alarm
Chris.
going off.
I see that
Shuffle,
big,
shuffle,
massive
shuffle,
wheel.
spin.
No, I don't see this. I don't see the wheel.
Oh, crap. Stop. Wait. Did I not share it?
No, sir. I don't
Hang
see
on.
any
Hang on.
massive wheel yet.
No one knows who won. Hang on. It's all reset now. I'm going to do it again. I thought I presented that screen. Thursday giveaway. I did it now. Y'all can see it, right?
Okay, I can see it now.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I honestly don't even know who won because when you said that, I switched back over. So spin. Here we go. I have no idea who won the first one, but here we go. Here is
All right, we're
the
spinning.
thing.
Oh, it's so tiny.
Jimmy. Now, Jimmy said he wants second. I'm going to put him down for number 2.
Okay.
All right. So I'm
So
putting
he gets
Jimmy.
the Glen.
Well, 2 ounce. 2
Okay.
ounces of anything on my shelf plus a glass. So we're going to remove all instances of Jimmy. So now let that get out of there. It takes a while because there's a lot of entries on here.
Dang,
now I'm
Jimmy.
going to shuffle, 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 and spin again. Shuffle,
Okay.
shuffle, shuffle. This is for number 1 prize.
I know. Dang, Jimmy. I need to give Jimmy some money and tell him to buy me some lottery tickets.
Whiskey Food Dude. Now, it's
That'd
Whiskey
be
Food Dude in the
Paul.
house.
I don't
We're going to
believe
give
so.
him about a few seconds here. If Whiskey Food Dude's not here, we're going to spin again.
I have not seen him all night long.
I have not either. I'm giving him a few more seconds here. I do not see a comment coming in. We are going to remove all instances. That means we're still spinning. This is why I always start at 15 after. So, Whiskey Food Dude was not here to claim the prize. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we're still on number 1 prize. Here we go.
All right. Who gets it this time? Come on. Wow, there's so many names.
Angie. Fluid Arts. Is Angie still here?
I think she's on her live stream right now.
Oh, no.
Could I claim it for her?
No.
No.
We have rules. I'm watching the second hand on my watch.
Yeah, I think she's doing her own live stream. It started at like 8 o'clock,
A little
7 to 7
after
o'clock.
8 or something. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the way it is.
Dang. Oh.
All right.
I'll have to rub that in later then.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a channel member, you don't have to be present. But, okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We're still on number 1. Here we go. And we're landing on. That's you?
That's a great show. That's me.
All right. We got that one. Now, we'll talk about it later, but I'll remove you.
Yeah, remove me.
Now, here we go. This is for the glass. We still have 1 to go. Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, and this is for any glass. I can put the logo on anything you want. So if you're
Notion kit.
Here we go. Thrash. I've not seen him here.
No, I hadn't seen him here tonight.
Watching the second hand. Rules are rules.
Yep, there you go, Tater Don. Mark wasn't here. We need to redo.
Yeah. All right. I'm removing all instances. Now this is
So
for
fast,
the
man.
glass, and it's any glass. I can do a pint glass. I can do a Pilsner. I can do, or you can get the whiskey glass if you want. Here we go. My alarm was going off. Good luck, and Tater
Tater
Dom.
Don. He's here. I seen him just a second
Oh,
ago.
there I see him in the chat right there. I'm writing the name down because Tater Dom won a glass. All right, and that is it, folks. That was the prizes. So we have
Wow.
Mr. Great Shot got the nosing kid. 3 sample. Now we're gonna shoot it when I come out there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring it to you. So it's gonna be in pristine condition when it gets there.
Hey, are you actually going to mix it up for me then?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and mix it up for you. Because I'm not drinking that freaking vodka I bought for $4.90. So I might as well use it to activate it. Now, here's the deal, guys. If you win the first prize and I'm shipping it to you, I don't activate the nosing kit. I put all the ingredients you need, which includes pieces of leather, toasted oak, regular oak, all of the things are in there. Very expensive rose oil, all of this. All you have to do is buy the cheapest bottle of vodka you can find. It can be a little half pint, whatever, little thing of vodka. You just need a little bit in each one. And then you put the lids back on them and set them on a shelf and leave them for a few days. But they're going to get more and more potent up to a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you open them and start nosing them. But you need to put the alcohol in each one, even if it's like a liquid and you can smell it just fine, because you're going to get the aroma with the ethanol kick.
With the alcohol, yeah.
Yeah. So you need that in there. Fulton, where were you earlier? You know what? Fulton was the first member on this channel ever, so I'm gonna put him in. How about that? If anybody else wants to type put me in, I haven't already written you down, I'll do that too. It's a special night. So we have Mr. Great Shot. Jimmy actually got 1, but he said give me 2 if I win. So we bumped Jimmy down to 2. We spun again. People weren't here. They're not members. They don't, oh, there's Dad. Now, yep.
Oh,
because that's Big Daddy. Well, it's he's he's on Facebook. I see it over here on Facebook. There's Twisted. Let me write this stuff down.
Yep, Twisted just came in.
I'm gonna put Big Daddy H down because I know that's who Daddy is. And I know they had storm troubles earlier. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, this is the kicking off the next quarter. This is one of the first times in a while that I have gone to the second row of names with all of the put me ins. I mean, on my notepad here. So we're getting some good entries here tonight. But yeah, internet screwed up. But we have a whole 3 months now. The next drawing is going to be June 1st. I think it's the first June 1 of this year. And so I can't stress enough. People get ahead and they keep getting ahead of people. If you can possibly join, at least I understand if you're in a different time zone, but if you can at least jump on around 8 p.m. And just do the put me in, you'll get those 5 entries every single week and they add up. So
like Groovy just did?
I got Groovy down. Well, Groovy's already down. I already had Groovy down. That's all right. It doesn't matter if I wrote his name down again because I was only going to give him one to put me in anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Of course.
Because I go by a handwritten notepad. So I'll be like, I already had Groovy down. So,
You don't get to put in twice. Come on now.
yeah. Now what I do is I take all the names and I put them like all the put me ins. And then if someone won something like a hashtag and they had to drop off early and they didn't get a put me in, I go ahead and write their name down, but I put in how many entries they got up there. And then if they're in the put me in, they get 5 plus anything else they did, like a super or a hashtag win or something. I add it all together and I put all the numbers by the names, and then I go update my document.
Yep.
Have all the names in there. So
Transfer from the written to the computer.
yeah, that's right. And every 5, like the first 5 entries on my document, it's in black, and then blue, and then black, and then blue. So when I'm scrolling, I can just go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you know. But what I do in the document, when I get ready, I balance everything out and I make sure the entries reflected in the community tab are the same that's in the document. And then I copy from the document and paste into Wheel of Names. If you ever go to do that, it'll say, the page not responding. Do you want to wait or leave the page? Hit wait twice. Hit wait twice. The third time it comes up.
Oh, Fast just got here.
Oh well, that's too bad. I'll give him the 5, but he missed his prize. If you wait and the third time say leave page, then reload the page, all the entries will be there. It's a little trick.
Oh, got you.
And then you can balance the number of entries by what you have, what you're supposed to have, and then it'll be correct.
I got you.
But you have to hit wait a couple of times, and then you can say leave page, and it'll come up with the little dinosaur thing, and it says reload, and you hit reload, and it all comes up.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is 8:27, man. Any closing thoughts tonight?
No, it's been fun, and I really enjoyed it tonight. And I'm really surprised about winning, and I would have passed that on to had you really spent it if you'd give me a half a second, but that's all right, I guess.
I said, here's what we can do. I'll tell you this about the nosing kit. It's nice to have.
Yeah.
But once you use it a few times, you don't have to keep going back to it.
Mm-hmm.
So use it for a little bit. And the next quarter, we might do 2 if you want to donate. Like, hey, I've had time. I've used it. I know what it is. Now we'll give it away.
Excellent. I like that idea.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down with that.
So that'll be maybe not 2. Well, yeah, it'll be 2 number 1 prizes. We can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Sounds great.
Yeah. So, but I'll bring it out there with me when I come, along with all the rest of the crap I'm bringing.
Hey, you don't have to worry about them messing it up and shipping this time.
That's right. You're gonna get it. Yeah, I just have to. But Art by Sparkles is the one I'm going to go down there and be like, you are going to ensure this, and it's going to get better this time.
Oh, show.
And the other thing is Jimmy's. I can bring Jimmy's with me.
Yep.
So, but I still have to send Art by Sparkles, and Tater Dom is getting a glass.
Yeah.
Now, Tater Dom, please send an email to. Let me put that in here on the banner. If Tater Dom's still here, I hope so. Where is? Oh yeah, right here. I got to show this. Please email me at bourbonbounty2019@gmail.com. Now, Jimmy, I got you. Mark, I got you. Y'all don't have to send me an email, but Tater Dom, please send me an email there at bourbonbounty2019@gmail.com. And then we will figure out the mailing address and all of that. So,
Gotcha. All right. Well, he said he will do it.
yep, there we go.
All
All
right.
right.
I'm gonna skip out of here because
Yeah,
I got to go to the restroom real quick.
there you go. Well, peace, love, and bourbon, guys.